Why, hello there. We're just waiting on the sound check to give us a sound check, and then we'll be well on our way. Oh, there we go. We have a thumbs up from the sound check. Ugh. So, Web Presence Wednesday. Who's there? Oh, hi, Naya. How you doing? uh, Welcome to the network, Web Presence Wednesday. Today is where I shame you into getting your own website, get your digital real estate going, and get your shit together. Um, a lot of people they do understand the whole dynamic there that they need to get this stuff going because, oh, look, she even said hi. Um, because, while Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of those things are very convenient, they don't belong to you and they can be taken away from you in an instant. So you want to, as early as humanly possible, get people used to finding you via your website. Certainly, it's convenient to go to Facebook, go to the page of the business that which you wish to patronize, and click on a link there. It is absolutely. But what happens when that page goes away? Well, then that's business lost. Um, that doesn't happen with your own digital real estate. That is there for as long as you are paying for it. Under most cases, I mean, there are instances where web pages were taken down, but more times than not, that had to do with more of a federal felonious activity than anything else, um, and not generally the type of content you post. Um, so it is very important to have digital real estate up to make sure that your customer base knows where that digital real estate is. Make sure that you're making um, you're closing sales. You're not just it's not just a page people can go to, and you do sales on another website that people then access like a Facebook. Because if you do get blocked from Facebook, I do believe your entire marketplace also gets blocked from Facebook. So,
post or anything.
yeah, if you can't post and you can't put up things for sale, that is no longer your store. That is a store someone else is managing for you and selling your stuff on. So, uh, with that being said, there are plenty of options as far as stores, as far as websites are concerned. Um, Donna and myself, we generally use WordPress for most of our website stuff, whether it be for the blogging stuff or for my music education stuff or uh, uh, anything like that. How you doing, buddy? And he's hanging out over here by the
But
window.
within perimeters, there are some things, some products that are offered through the WordPress, like Woo, for example, like Woo Commerce.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good starting point, and it's really easy to use and create your own websites from that. But you got to really be careful of all the little add-ons.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that Donna and I had experienced with WooCommerce on WordPress. WordPress is all well and good, but their main sales application, Woo, is not the greatest, mainly because it is a la carte. You have to basically build everything from the ground up. And if you really are unfamiliar with how exactly to build a store from nothing, you are in for a world of hurt because there's way too much of a learning curve to really engage in that way. And for these types of things, there are other sites that you can use. Um, uh, Personally, Donna and I, we use Shopify. I've got kitty fucking grease all over my hands. I don't know where she is, but she made a mess of my hands.
Yeah.
That's why we employ Shopify. We employ Shopify because it's the interface is really super simple.
And it's cheaper than all the little.
It does work out to be cheaper than getting all the add-ons for WooCommerce to be able to accept all different types of currencies, all different types of credit cards, all different types of. There's also a bunch of apps that you have to add for reporting taxes and stuff like that. And though they may not cost money, you do need to know what you're doing, or else you are going to potentially open yourself up to financial litigation. Yeah, you don't want that. Oh, hi.
But as far as like hosting, what I normally do is I try out different hosting sites. Like, people are always talking about GoDaddy. I don't really enjoy that.
Donna doesn't
GoDaddy. No.
I'll be right back.
But I've currently been using Namecheap, and that's been working very well. And that is a platform to host, multiple websites from my own endeavors and other people that, needed a little help with building their own platform. So using Namecheap as a hosting site, I use Easy WordPress in conjunction with that to build the website itself. And I've not been disappointed. I believe it has worked out very well for not only myself, but for the other people that I've built the websites for in the past. So I believe Harry's brother, Charlie, who's
That's
a network member.
That's much better.
He utilizes, he goes through us. And so, like I said, utilizing the Namecheap for hosting plan and for the domain name, which they give you, discounts when you utilize their hosting services. And they have shared hosting as well. And that's kind of like what I'm doing with my website personally and other people's. So, yeah, it's cheap. I see a very
long
comment there.
Naya says that she's been using Woo on WordPress for a long time now, and it isn't too bad. She finds it to be cheap and flexible. A2 is the best hosting that she's found for herself. Namecheap is good too.
Yeah.
And today she's been converting her newsletter over from MailChimp to ConvertKit because MailChimp doesn't allow for affiliate marketing, and that was going to be my whole strategy for the massage business.
Well, this is why we're here. This is why we're here, is to share this kind of information with everyone, with each other as entrepreneurs, content creators, from everything from music to, making crafts and paintings and whatnot. So this is a beautiful thing. Stuff of that nature. So it is very important to know this. For us, as we wanted to, put merchandise out there in conjunction of everything else that we do, it actually works out better for us instead of having to print up everything and have inventory, stockpiling around here where kitty cats could get into it and all that stuff. So for us, it just made a little bit more sense because, we don't have the time to always get out to the post office and mail packages off. So it works out.
Yeah.
It evens out for us.
I mean, everyone.
But if it works for you, we love the fact that you shared this with us.
Absolutely, and if that works for anybody else, that's the important thing, is that we each have our own individual needs and whatnot when it comes to our entrepreneurships, our businesses, and no one person's way is the highway. I mean, that's something that anybody who's been involved with their own business understands, that you have to kind of be flexible and on your feet when it comes to
learning new things.
Yeah, learning new things and processing. She uses Printify for her printing stuff, so
nice.
that's why she doesn't have she's not printing herself or stock.
Yeah,
it's POD as well.
Nice. I'm gonna have to look into that one too.
Well, that means that you have to build the whole WooCommerce thing. I'm completely helpless on that. I tried.
It's just something that I'd be interested in learning, just in case I get somebody that's curious about that.
Right.
Need help.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. I guess it's Donna's turn to run off. I had to wash my hands because they were full of kitty sweat. So
ice cream, cats, and sweat.
So beyond the obvious, you can get banned, and if you are an entrepreneur, that means that all of your business accounts are connected to your personal account. And if you do get banned on your personal account, that means you cannot affect your business accounts. Now, there are ways around that. You can obviously have a partner who behaves. Sometimes that's me, and sometimes it's not me. And then you can always have a social media manager, quote unquote, who by force has to behave because that's their job.
Hey, Amy.
But in reality, anything on social media is temporary, and social media in and of itself is not the best advertising platform. Even if you pay them, it's not the best advertising platform. There are studies shown, and this is information I'd gotten from Chef Katrina, who you may know from the network, and me sharing some of her stuff. Social media usually doesn't last a day as far as a post is concerned. It just gets shoved right into the memory hole of most people. They'll see it maybe once, and if they don't click on it, they may never see it again. And those are all leads that are lost. Instagram is far worse than Facebook. YouTube is far better than either of them. But your own website, your own personal website, will serve you for years. Now, Katrina's thing is Pinterest, and Pinterest also has a very long hold time on their stuff, but that's only because every time something gets repinned, it just gets put out there again. It's sort of like if perpetually people are just sharing your advertisement on their own page on Facebook, like one a day every day, or two a day every day, and basically getting you the most mileage that you can out of that Facebook ad. But that's not part of Facebook's plan for advertised content. So with that being said, setting up your own web page for it has a lasting effect because that's there for as long as you pay for it. And in most cases, even if you suspend payment for it for a period of time, they still save all of that information, and you can rekindle that whole page at a later date. Either that, or you can always, if you have the space, make a ghost of your page and keep it on hard drive. And I would teach you guys how to do that, but I don't have that much time. And basically, you could just keep a non-internet version of your web page on a hard drive or on a key drive, and then when you're ready to relaunch, you can just relaunch with the exact same settings and everything like that, as long as you're going through the same company. Like if you go through WordPress and you stop and then you decide to go through WordPress again, it's really easy to do. If you change service providers, like if you start with Namecheap and then you go to WordPress or vice versa, it doesn't work. It's not really very compatible without a lot of technological knowledge that I don't even have. That being said, another thing I wanted to go into on Web Presence Wednesday is pretty soon I am going to be on the lookout for someone who is well versed in not so much cryptocurrency trading, but cryptocurrency applications and implementation. Not specifically because I plan on utilizing cryptocurrency on Shopify, because that's not possible at this point. But I have ideas, and I need someone who is well versed in the application technology and implementing cryptocurrency upon those lines. So if you do know somebody and they are willing to partner up on a project that could actually, be very lucrative, I'm looking. I'm going to probably start posting about that in October, the beginning of October, like the first week of October is when I'll start posting about looking for somebody and accepting direct messages from people in order to try and gauge what it's going to take for us to launch what we're looking to launch. Ta-da! So with that being said, I think that's it for today. We're going to do some dinner, and I got to practice, and maybe I'll do some nerd shit. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Hi, chunks.
Maybe the cats will calm down.
Or maybe the cats will attack.
Or maybe.
All right. So thanks everybody for coming by. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you. You guys are the reason why we do this, because it's really about helping each other.
Mutual aid for the entrepreneur.
And tomorrow, tune in for Theory Thursday. Though I don't have any topic to talk about, maybe we'll just sit here and chit chat some more. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thanks again for coming by. Again, greatly appreciate it. And we will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.